How's life?
Life's good.
New tune out tomorrow.
Yeah,
Time of filming.
tomorrow, late tonight. But
Talk about that. So how did that come about? Because by the time this is released, it'll probably be already out.
yeah, well, I mean, I got the vocal sent to me from you about, 2 months ago? 3 months ago? And then I whipped it up and yeah, that's pretty much that. It took like, how long does it take you to make? Like the idea? Like
Not long.
2 weeks?
Mm.
Yeah, but the actual process.
Oh, we had a competition with another DJ. I won't call who it was, but
Oh, yeah.
the vocal.
He was a lot bigger than me, and then.
Yeah, the vocal was like we got this vocal from the publisher, and basically they said this high profile DJ wanted it, and it was sort of like a competition of whoever could get the best track would basically win the vocal.
Yeah.
And then
I think I nailed it pretty well, but like the vibe, it was the vibe I was going for from the start, and
Yeah.
it's exactly like how I wanted it to sound. And you like it, and do you like it?
Yeah.
Look, it didn't take long.
Jake showed me the other day.
As soon as they heard it, they dropped the other producer, so it worked out well.
yeah. But no. So that's coming out tomorrow. Hopefully it does well. I'm keen.
Yeah, it should be good. What program do you use to produce?
FL Studio. So I work on my desktop at home, but if I'm away, I'll start ideas on my laptop, which is FL12, but I'll never really finish it
Yeah.
because I don't have all the VST plugins on my laptop and vice versa.
You're gonna put them all on the laptop?
You've been hammering me, so gonna have to. Eventually, I might get a new laptop soon. I use Razer at the moment. Like it's cool, but I think I need something a bit bigger.
So what's your process? Obviously, you work a lot with vocals, so it's a bit different. But if the average home producer that isn't going to have access to high quality vocals straight away,
Yeah.
what would be your process to go through and start a track? Like if you're just out of anything type thing.
Well, it depends on what genre you're making, really. So, I mean, if you're making, bass house, you'd want something kind of a bit of a darker vocal. You can get, there's so many, what are they called, royalty-free vocals on the internet that you find. Just get any big a cappella on the radio and you can chop it up, reverse it, put heaps of effects on it. You know what I mean? Like, you can do so much stuff, but I don't know. I mean, use your friends as well. Like, a lot of my friends, who I've known forever, sing, play instruments, so use them. Like my dad plays guitar, so I use him in my songs. I used him in Anyway. I used him in, I think another one that's coming out tomorrow. But I use him in a lot, you know what I mean? So use your friends, get proper recording equipment, and you'd be surprised at what you can come up with.
Well, I mean, the whole industry is really, helping each other. They're the best ones that do. So I mean, you get mates to help you with guitars and stuff like that, but then you might help him with production on something later on.
Exactly,
So,
we all kind of collaborate, and then...
So it works out well, for everyone in the long run.
Yeah, totally.
How many hours a week do you spend producing?
A lot.
How many hours producing? How many hours?
Well, if you think about it, you 19, 20, 21? 19.
Yeah.
You're 19, you've had a gold record,
Mm.
you play the biggest clubs in the country.
Yeah.
So what makes you stand out? Do you work hard? Like, do you work super hard, or do you spend a lot of time? Like,
I don't think it's about working hard. Like, I think it's just about enjoying what you do. You know what I mean? Like, I love making music.
so it's a passion.
Yeah,
It doesn't feel like a
100%.
working.
I don't do it for work. I don't
Yeah.
call it work. I just call it making music because
Yeah.
it's what I've been doing the past 4 or 5 years, and it just so happens that other people like my music. You know what I mean? But if no one liked my music, I'd still make it.
Yeah.
Just because I enjoy it. You know what I mean?
So what's a typical day for Ty? So give me what yesterday, or
You still, how many hours a day would you spend making music? Because from when I talk to you, I reckon there's at least 8. On a normal day where you're actually in the studio, not doing other stuff.
It varies. Like sometimes I'll wake up and I don't feel like producing, but I start an idea anyway, just because and I end up spending 8 hours on it. But other days I won't even touch producing, just because
you need the breaks. You can't be
totally.
constant because you'll end up
losing your mind.
Yeah,
Like,
you
fuck this.
lose your mind if you do too much of it, too much of something. You know what I mean? Like, as much as I love it, sometimes I can go days without it, and then I come back and write a hit.
Yeah.
Anyway, I wrote in one day, and I prior to that, I hadn't produced like all week.
Mm.
It was you know, straight off the bat kind of thing. So it just depends how you're feeling, you know.
Do you find it hard to consistently write music when there's no one really on your back? Like say, for example, you're in a standard job. You got someone telling you, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. Whereas you, it's like, okay, if you wake up in the morning and you don't write a record, you don't do anything, obviously Jay's gonna be on your back. But
Yeah.
there's no real responsibility. So it's like,
Yeah.
do you keep yourself motivated because it's a passion? Because obviously there's times where you're like,
Yeah.
you write something, or you spend, you know, say 3 days on it, and then you're like, you know what, I fucking hate this.
Yeah.
So it's like, and you're like, I just wasted 3 days, and obviously that gets frustrating for you. So how do you keep yourself?
Well, a lot of the time when I do producing, 90% of it doesn't even, no one ends up hearing it, you know what I mean? Like, I make so much stuff that a lot of people don't hear, and I don't see it as a waste. I see it as something I can recycle in the future.
Yeah.
So if I get a vocal, Jay will be like, what about that track you made, you know, a few months ago and nothing happened with
Yeah.
it? See if that works together, and it ends up working, you know what I mean? And you can take little bits from projects that you've half worked on and put it all together, because I do it all the time. I've, you know, at least 50 projects just sitting there waiting for a bit of it to be used for something bigger.
Yeah.
You know?
It's always handy as well, because a lot of you know, keep track of all projects. Most producers should do, because like you were saying then, a lot of the stuff that you have that's old, you can send for collaborations down the line, because something will come that actually fits it.
Totally.
So I mean, a lot of people just go, oh, this didn't work, and delete it or do whatever. Like, I think it's the worst thing you can do. Just keep everything, because you never know when you'll be able to use it. Like, what was it Militant or Gorilla that was sort of, we had it for a while until,
We would have had both. I remember having both for a while. Like,
and then
Gorilla wasn't as long. I remember Will heard Gorilla and he wanted to jump on it straight away, and then he just made it Gorilla.
Yeah.
But Militant was there for at least like 6 months,
yeah.
at least.
Well, I mean, look, we had, I think the Gorilla before you did Gorilla was sort of like a slightly different melody. Then
It
Will
was,
jumped
yeah.
on, chucked Luciano on it,
Yeah.
changed the melody slightly, and like it was done within a day or something.
Yeah, it was so quick. It was
It
perfect.
was done. But I mean, if we had just jumped the gun and put that out early on as well, wouldn't have been able to happen.
So you gotta kind of be patient with a lot of music
Yeah,
as
you've
well.
got to be smart about releases, I guess.
Totally.
What do you think of Drake's album?
Drake's album, it's cool. Yeah, no, I mean, there's some songs of it on it that I do like, and then there's some that just sounds like every other R&B song on the radio. But I mean, it's cool. Like, he's great at what he does, and you know, yeah.
Do you think there's too many records on it?
How many is there?
25?
25. Well, put it this way: Chris Brown, his last album, there was like 50.
Drake's currently got another full length album ready to go, because he's just leaving his label deal, and when he gets the new one, he's doing that. I was reading it today. Like, so he's got a whole
So
whole
Young
other-
Money?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not
on-
sure. But now whoever it gets will be
I think.
laughing.
It's unreal. Yeah.
You game a lot, so like a lot of people would know that sort of follow you actively that you game a lot. Fortnite is probably your main game at the moment. You're gonna put some on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm going out today with DJ Horizon. We're gonna buy like a camera and hopefully start like streaming and making videos and stuff. So I've always wanted to do it, man. Like, it looks like good fun. Because I'm not bad at Fortnite, you know. I play it quite
What was
a
this?
bit.
I was watching his last time. What was the score with you and Ryan?
I don't know if I can say.
I'm
Let's not discuss the one.
going to ask you. From what I saw, it was like 4-0, and he was shattered because he's been wanting to 1v1 tie for like a good 3 weeks. He's been going. He's like, man, I just want to 1v1 tie. Can you organise it? Then he did last night. He was sprayed. But I can't wait to see when he comes in. I
That's so funny. No, he's good as though. I mean, in Fortnite, if you play Fortnite, I build pretty fast and yeah.
Yeah. So for tips for an up and coming producer that's coming through, what would you say with sort of their style of music? I mean, a lot of people write what they like. So like I'll get a lot of demos for Born and stuff like that are very similar to Will or very similar to something else. And yeah, I mean, that's good. I think when you're starting, you're doing different stuff and it's cool, but it's very hard to be really separate yourself from what's already been done. So like, what tips would you give for up and coming people that are trying to develop their own sound or
Just experiment and have fun. I mean, at the end of the day, there is just so much music being released, and there's just so much of it that
20,000 tracks per day going on Spotify.
At least one of it's going to sound like another
Yeah.
one. Whether it's chord progression, whether it's melody, whether it's whatever, it's always going to sound similar to something else. And sometimes it's not on purpose, sometimes it is referenced, and that's just how it is. That's just music, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know, just try to find your sound, just experiment, have fun. You know, if you're having fun, you're not ever going to quit it, you know what I mean? Like, you're just going to keep having fun, and eventually you're going to come across something that sounds real dope, and you're going to stick at that, you know. But
We were talking yesterday about you putting out more free downloads. What are you going to do with that?
yeah, 100%. Like, I'm down. I as I said, I make so much music that kind of just sits there, and you know, and we just try to find labels, we try to find people to collaborate with. But I'm open to making every genre. I'm open to putting out anything, and yeah.
Cool.
What's the tattoo behind your ear?
It's a moon. It's half a moon because I'm up all night, and we all know that I can't change my sleeping pattern. It's like I was born into sleeping all day and staying up all night.
Do not disturb feature.
Yeah, do not disturb feature.